Hi guys, welcome to the next part of the video log that I am providing. I have to say at this point I am actually starting to really have a lot of fun with these videos now. I think what's contributing to that is seeing your involvement on the threads when I'm putting them on Facebook. So please continue to do that. Please continue to get involved. That's an aspect of it that I'm really starting to enjoy and love. So please continue to do that. So what am I talking about today? Well, if you remember from the last video that I posted, there will be a special guest as part of this video, and that hasn't changed. So stay tuned for that. In an additional part of the video, I have pretty much completed day one of the plan now. So all of the products that come as part of the pack, I have had experience in tasting, of having. So there's going to be a part where I talk about what they've tasted like, how I've noticed that they've impacted with my body, etc., etc. And then towards the end of the video, I'm going to give a very, very brief overview about this 9-day plan, as it's actually broken down into two parts. So I'm just going to give you a very brief outline of that. And then, as always, the last part of the video will just give you a little snippet into what is to come in the next video. So let's get started. Special guest. Does anybody have any idea? I imagine that a few people probably would have some ideas because I'm a bit of a weirdo. This is my special guest. Say hello to Buggy. Say hello, Buggy. Hello. Hello. This is one of my cats. He is the fat one. We call him Baggy, or Fatted for short, but I love him immensely. And Baggy actually is carrying a little bit of extra weight, so he's due to start this plan tomorrow. So, oh, he wants to go. So please stay tuned for that. Yeah. So Baggy's going to do his own little thing now. He's gonna sit next to me, hopefully, as we continue this video, and you can just admire him as I do. So that's my special guest. Hopefully you don't think that's too corny. For any cat lovers that may be watching this video, I imagine that you're enthralled by this, and we will go with that. We'll go with that. So, next part of the agenda. That makes it sound like a meeting. It's not a meeting. Next part of the discussion. I've obviously tasted these products now, so in no particular order, I'm just going to go through them and I'm going to very quickly tell you what my experience of them has been. So these are the food supplements. There really isn't that much to, from my perspective, there really isn't that much to say about them at this point, other than what I have noticed is after taking them, there has been a feeling of feeling full. I can't really say much more than that. It's not really an item that you have for taste value, so there really isn't much more I can say on that. But perhaps as the course goes on, I'll be able to experience more with this product. But certainly nothing bad to feedback. I've felt full of using this. The Forever Fibre that I've mentioned in previous videos, I actually mixed this with, you can either mix it with milk or water. I mixed it with milk. I had a slight taste of it, and to be honest, it didn't really taste of anything. What I've decided to actually do, with it tasting like nothing, is put it in my protein drink, which I've just started having. So that is actually in there at the moment. Now, my experience of this is that it's actually very, very tasty. It tastes, obviously it's chocolate flavour, it tastes proper chocolatey, so this is definitely something I'm going to continue with having. I do have the vanilla flavour, but I'm more than happy to stay on this. It's also encouraged as part of the plan that you drink lots of water. I haven't reached my a daily amount that I'm supposed to have today, but I am well on the way to achieving that. Something I wanted to bring in very quickly is the plan promotes not having coffee as part of the plan, because you're already having food supplements with natural vitamin based caffeine tablets. Obviously these one of the tablets focuses on combating fatigue and tiredness. However, Some of us really, really need our coffee. And just for the sake of transparency, that actually isn't coffee, it's my protein shake. I actually have my coffee much, much earlier on in the day. Now, this plan isn't strict, it's not stringent. It encourages you to not have caffeine when you're already having the herbal variety right there. But if there's one thing I can't compromise on, it is having at least 1 cup of coffee a day. So that is the plan offers the flexibility to allow for that. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to have, for now, I'm going to see how I cope with just 1 cup of coffee a day. But that definitely came up for me today. Halfway through the day, I started flagging and I thought, I really do need a coffee. The last product, which I really feel is the powerhouse of this, is the aloe vera gel. I have drank so much of this today, it's unbelievable. I think there's like maybe 2/3 of the carton that's gone. It does taste slightly funky, only slightly, but with a product containing 99.7% of itself in its purest form, for medicinal purposes, it's going to have a bit of a taste. It's certainly not so much of an offensive taste, but perhaps it's an acquired taste. If it gets, I mean, I don't mind it that much, but if it gets too tedious for me, there are other flavours that people can try that I can try. Also, the massive thing about this that I've noticed through drinking a lot of it today, this surprisingly, more than the food supplements, I've noticed has contributed to me feeling really full. After drinking a couple of portions of this, I can really feel it in my stomach. It makes me feel like I've had like a big substantial meal. I don't feel bloated, but I can definitely tell that I've had that. So in relation to all of the products collectively, I still feel full now. I'm still making my way through my protein shake, and I might have something, one of the free foods later on if I'm hungry, but I haven't finished my protein shake yet. Collectively, I have nothing bad to feedback. I have nothing bad at all to feedback. Key theme throughout the day is I have felt satisfied. I have not felt overly hungry at any point throughout the day. The only thing that has affected me slightly is my caffeine intake, which I've obviously just talked about. So the reason I'm telling you that is obviously first impressions of the program, which now we have discussed. So I look forward to seeing what happens on day 2 in relation to the products. So moving swiftly on, I think this video has actually turned out to be longer than I thought. The plan comes in 2 stages. It's spread over 9 days. The first part of that plan is days 1 and 2. The next part of the plan is days 3 until 9. Now, for anyone looking at the products that I've already had today, of the stuff I've already shown, there may be some people thinking, well, hang on a minute, where's the food? Where's the actual food in that? It has to be stressed. Obviously, if I'm hungry later on, I will have a portion of the free foods, one of the free vegetable foods, and that isn't a problem at all. But what I really want people to understand is, at the moment, I'm actually just not hungry. So for the first 2 days, you're actually drinking. Remember before I said I've drank maybe 2/3 of this bottle, and that's really contributed to making me feel really full. From days 3 until 9, you don't have anywhere near that amount. So I'm drinking far less of the aloe gel in the second part of the plan, but also what's introduced as part of the plan is having you must have a 600 calorie meal each day, in addition to all of the things that all of the other products, in addition to any free foods that you might want to have. So for the sake of not making a video that makes it sound like this plan is advocating not eating, it's actually not. I just wanted to make that really clear. So overall reflections of today, I feel, have been very positive, and I look forward to what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow is quite a different day because I'm at work, and I know that when I'm at home, my hunger pangs, my cravings, my sort of focus on food is nowhere near as what it is at work. So tomorrow, I imagine, will be quite a different day. So that will bring new stories to bring how I've managed to kind of look at that throughout the day. So that will be what is in the next video. I appreciate that this has actually been a bit of a longer one. I really wasn't expecting it to be this long. Please leave any comments. I've tried so be to make sure my t-shirt fits in, but I've got, yeah, whatever. Feel free to leave any comments and I will see you for the next video. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.